A lot of you guys are saying that it's just a skit. What's all the fuss about? Well, the problem isn't that it's a skit. If it's a skit, it's perfectly fine. It's entertainment. The problem is you guys validated the toxic behavior that went on in this skit. So in this skit, this woman is literally using her one child as leverage to get McDonald's for the other three children because she doesn't like to see those three children not get McDonald's when her one child gets McDonald's. Now, you have to understand this. She has a broken home. She has not had all of her children with one person. Now, if you have all your children with one person, you can request this. But if you do not have all your children with one person, you cannot request this. She clearly says that they were in a relationship, and now they are not. And she expects him to do the same things for those children that he was doing when they was in a relationship, but those are not his children. So she wants to find a way for her children to have McDonald's too. She could try and earn the money. She could ask him to help out, but she decides to try and expose him. She slams her one child's food on the floor, breaking his heart in an attempt to protect the other three. And you guys are validating that behavior. You guys are saying that he should be obligated to doing that. Well, obligating him to doing that only gives more people like this weapons to be able to manipulate their baby fathers. To be able to manipulate, period. This is crazy. Being accountable is understanding that you had children with other men and you're not going to be able to get that family life that you wanted. And your children are going to have to grow up in that experience and grow from that experience. I grew up the same way. My grandmother raised me. I grew up with a lot of children around us. And I watched children get things that I didn't get because we didn't have the same father and mother. You understand? And we understood that. That's something you can teach your child. And because you don't like that reality, it doesn't give you a right to leverage your child to create that via him. Those are your children. He has one child with you. You have 4 children. He has one child with you. You have 4 children. You are responsible for those children. For a lot of you guys to validate this behavior is truly sad. And that's what we're talking about. That's the bigger deal. We like to use these type of, whether it be a skit or an actual experience or whatever, we use them as talking points to be able to teach. But the sheer fact that you guys said that this behavior was okay, that made it a huge problem. So now it's something to talk about. Now we wonder just how many men are being used just like this. How often are y'all moving the goalpost on what it takes to be a father or what a real man is and using that nonsense to keep a man from his children, becoming the obstacle between a man and his child? How many of y'all are doing that? It needs to stop. And if you're doing that, it's not right. It's sad and it's very, very toxic. Peace.